Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is July 19th. Thank you for joining us for this Facebook Live. I want to remind you we make it into a podcast, so if that works better for you, just go to inform.com/podcast and look for the Inform Minute. We do this every weekday morning, so you can find us live on your feed throughout the day, also on our Inform YouTube channel. So before we get to our news headlines, Lisa's got Dylan's got our forecast for today, and we're preparing for more rain.
Yeah, a couple of scattered thunderstorms, some of which could be on the strong to severe side, especially northern Minnesota.
Okay.
Last night, some instances, again, anything at all, including here in Fargo. Grand Forks didn't really see much at all. That's the nature of thunderstorms, just how it goes. But some spots picked up over an inch of rain in just under a few hours. So we'll have those rain reports coming up at 11. But yeah, some spots got some big rain just from a few hours of storms. So tomorrow, temperatures warming up, today, temperatures warming up into the low 80s and then low 70s, up to the north where it's going to be cloudier and more rain.
Okay.
Overnight tonight, temperatures upper 50s, and then tomorrow cooler with a north breeze, temperatures in the middle to upper 70s. So nice day to go into the weekend. Just watch out for a few stronger storms today and even just a few showers throughout the afternoon. This weekend, warming up into the upper 80s to low 90s as we go into next week. So hot.
Yeah, the heat's returning.
It is.
It's been a mild July so far, I feel
It
like.
has been. It's been cool. Yeah. It hasn't been the coolest. It's been about the 40th coolest July on record, which isn't really that cool, but like
Interesting.
it's like top half.
Yeah,
coolest Julys.
I mean, I don't want to complain about it because I think it's been nice, but you know, we kind of just want that heat this time of year. I feel like.
I don't, but you do.
You don't?
No, I don't.
I like it
the heat.
hot.
Oh
I
wow!
like it hot.
All right, you both do. I do not. I like the 70s, 80s. It's perfect. 90s, too hot.
I'm fine with that in September.
Fair enough.
So a little bit of something for everyone. That's what's great
Did
about
you not
living
get
right
enough 90s in June?
here. I know it was
Oh
it
my
was
gosh.
crazy.
hot
It was
June.
It was
nice,
very hot.
but unusual for June.
It was.
That's why I think we shouldn't complain because we had a hot June,
Uh-huh.
but we're used to July being hot.
Correcting themselves.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Eventually.
There you go. All right, thank you, Dylan.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, today a man accused of killing his wife in Otter Tail County is expected to make his first court appearance. 79-year-old Paul Mart is accused of murdering 77-year-old Jean Mart in their home on Pine Lake, which is just east of Perham, Minnesota. It's a story that we've been tracking for you here on First News. We've been covering this story. Mart was arrested after a 5-hour police standoff. As we reported, neighbors had to be evacuated or they were told to shelter in place during that standoff. The county attorney is telling WDAY that formal charges are expected to be filed today.
Today, the 3 Fargo firefighters that were caught up in that deadly police ambush last Friday, they're going to return to work for the first time since that shooting happened. It's a captain with 20 years of experience and then 2 younger firefighters. They're based out of Station 5. That's near the West Acres Mall. Now, typically Station 5 does not cover 25th Street where that shooting happened, but last Friday they did cover that area because they were filling in for another station that was actually doing some training. WDAY has learned that they were in the process of leaving that accident scene when the gunman started shooting at officers. The captain then radioed in a call to dispatch, which ended up speeding up response times by several minutes. Once they determined the gunman was downed, they immediately sprung into action, giving aid to the 3 officers and then also that innocent bystander that was there. Now, a stray bullet did hit the fire truck's tire, but none of the firefighters were hurt or hit at all, so that's great news, of course. Fire Chief Steve Dirksen says this will forever impact the department, and they're going to think about it every time they go to a call.
Which, yeah, I can't imagine. I just want to add, I was reading, we have extensive coverage of the shooting, the aftermath on inform.com, and I was looking, we have kind of a timeline all broke down, and we have there, you can link and listen to the dispatch call when some of those calls initially came in, and I believe from that fire truck, that officers were down, and so them kind of having that front row view of just a horrific tragedy is really unreal that they have to deal with. We're also learning here on WDAY that the Fargo police chief, when all of this was happening, was actually in Boston. So he had to rush back from Boston after he heard about that shooting happening here in Fargo on Friday. Sapolsky was at a police chief conference. He flew then into Minneapolis. And this is interesting. Governor Doug Burgum then offered a state plane to rush the chief back from Minneapolis back into Fargo. So, you know, he's still not giving us a lot of information because, of course, the BCI and the FBI are now have taken over the investigation. But we did get to sit down and visit with the police chief as to kind of his take on everything that unfolded when he was not even here right when it happened.
And of course, that kind of played into a little bit of the delay of getting some of the information out is because they were waiting for the chief to get back to town from Boston. So things still unfolding with that information, of course. But today and throughout the rest of the week, you might notice flags at half staff. That's in honor of Officer Jake Wallin, who was shot and killed in that shootout. Flags on government, city buildings throughout North Dakota and Minnesota are going to be flown at half staff through Saturday. Governor Doug Burgum and Tim Walz are also encouraging you to fly your own personal flags at your homes and buildings, apartments, at half staff as well.
And you're probably noticing a lot of buildings, city government buildings have turned blue. Also, a lot of front steps are now blue. If you want your blue porch light, radio station Big 98.7, going to be back at it again today. Of course, we told you yesterday they were giving out free blue light bulbs. In an hour, they raised about $6,000. So they're doing it again today. They're going to be at the Cashwise on 13th Avenue in Fargo giving away these blue bulbs. They're calling it the Light the Town Blue Project. The light bulbs are free, but of course they're encouraging donations, and all of that money is going to the Leadership Care Fund. Whether you're picking it up with Big 98.7, or I know I ordered mine on Amazon because that's what I do because it's easiest. They're asking everyone to go blue at 9 o'clock tomorrow night, so turn your lights on, and it just will be an incredible showing of support to our huge law enforcement family.
And we now know when Officer Wallin will be laid to rest. That service will be at the Pequot Lakes High School this Saturday at 10:30 in the morning. The family is asking, instead of flowers, that people donate to Soldiers 6. That's actually an organization that provides veterans, officers, and other first responders with specially trained canines and dogs. You can donate at soldiers6.com if you want to help out that cause.
Kind of switching directions here. Right now, Valley City Police are searching for answers as to what led up to a dead body being found in the Sheyenne River there. This is a story we've been tracking for you as well. We do know the body has been taken to the medical examiner's office, still waiting to learn the results of that. But meanwhile, we have been touching base, checking in with the police chief there in Valley City, and they say so far they've actually gotten no tips that have led to real answers at all as to who this man is. The body, as we've been reporting, was found between Riverside Gardens and the Riverview Drive area, which is the south end of town, and that was on Monday afternoon. So once again, if you have any information, please call Valley City Police. And if you want to read more, of course, that's also posted on inform.com.
New this morning, a sexual abuse lawsuit is now being filed against Bagley Public Schools and the Clearwater County Sheriff's Office by a former student. It's all connection to Neil Dolan, who pleaded guilty this past April to sexually abusing minors. These incidents happened between 2016 and 2018. While he was a school resource officer and Clearwater County Sheriff's deputy, Dolan was already serving time for a sexual abuse case in 2021. This lawsuit claims the school knew about that sexual abuse, and both the school and the sheriff's office allowed him to keep his job. The former student is suing for more than $50,000 in this case.
And a heads up, West Fargo police are asking for your help right now as they're trying to find a missing woman. They say 50-year-old Jonette Warner was last seen leaving work, not this last Tuesday, like yesterday, but the week before Tuesday, at around 2:30 in the afternoon. They're telling us she drives a gray Nissan Rogue with North Dakota plates. She may be traveling with her dog. They do have her picture posted. It's at the top of the West Fargo Police Department's Facebook page right now if you want to take a look. And of course, they're asking you to give them a call if you have any information on where she might be.
Yeah, hope for the best there. All right, switching gears. Today is National Hot Dog Day. Time to celebrate one of America's most loved foods, of course.
Dylan, I feel like if you have time, you should come back over for this one.
For a hot dog?
It's okay, yeah.
Hot Dog Day.
No, because Scott's about to pose a very interesting question.
Okay, okay. I'll bring it up.
Do you know where I'm going here?
Oh, yeah, I know where you're going. So,
I want to know
background.
Dylan's opinion.
Apparently, this has actually been a holiday since 1991. I didn't know about it till today, but there seems to be a holiday or a day of celebration for everything these days. Now, people debate whether you should put ketchup or some relish or mustard on your hot dogs or whatever.
Yeah, because hot dog purists are very anti-ketchup on a hot dog.
No, yeah, no ketchup. I like ketchup on a hot dog.
Yeah, I think it's pretty acceptable,
Now,
but
here's the big controversy.
that's not the question. Do you have ketchup on your hot dog?
Yeah.
Okay, well, see, that's not controversial.
Ketchup
That's pretty normal.
is very good on a hot dog. Now,
But
this is the big debate. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
This is a dumb question.
And I say yes, absolutely yes. It's meat between bread, two buns.
is that
one on
that's the
top, one on
definition
bottom.
of a sandwich?
Yeah, and it's my definition. I think it's the real definition too. You can look it up and check me.
It's a
But
hot dog sandwich.
yes, it's a sandwich. What do you say, sir?
I think we know it's
Okay. Do you eat your sandwiches with the pieces of bread vertical and the meat in the middle? Do you eat a cheeseburger? Do you eat a cheeseburger the thick way with like the double cheese but sideways, and you just eat it that way? That's how you're eating a hot dog.
What's a sub sandwich?
Do you eat a hot dog? Do you eat a hot dog horizontally or vertically?
I kind of knew this was going to happen, and I still encouraged it.
Holding
So
it like
this
a
is on me.
taco, essentially, and you eat it.
Okay, well, it's a taco sandwich?
No, that's not...
Exactly, there's your answer.
But
No,
that's
that's
a tortilla.
different.
That's
Now
chip.
Tortilla, but tortilla is a piece of bread, sort of.
All right, folks.
Or corn.
We need you to put in the comments whether you think a hot dog's a
Hot
sandwich.
dog is not a sandwich.
And, maybe I'm in the minority here.
You definitely
Probably
are.
am, but
I loved it this morning live on First News. Jared Piepenberg was like, who in the heck would think a hot dog's a sandwich? And you're like, me.
Now, especially if the bread is broken, the bun's broken, now it's
Then
100%.
why would you put a hot dog on a broken bread sandwich?
Happens sometimes.
Just buy
You put
better
the-
So many
Take
questions.
the bun out, breaks. Not going to not eat it.
The worst thing about a hot dog is a dry bun.
It can ruin it.
It really can. Especially if you call it a sandwich too. That just ruins it twice. Hot dog's not a sandwich. Because
That is.
sandwiches,
It is.
you eat with bun on bottom, meat, bun on top. Hot dog, you eat bun on left side,
eat either
hot
way.
dog, bun on right. Nobody eats a hot dog with the, no.
It's spherical.
A sandwich has two open ends, or open ends on all sides of
I
the
think we
sandwich.
should go to
Hot dog
worst.
only has 3 open ends.
We should go to Worst today and have sausages
right.
and continue this debate for lunch.
These are the things people are here for. This is what the news covers, okay? The important stuff, all right?
It's Facebook. This is the appropriate platform to have this kind of debate. So
we got one comment,
anyway,
not a sandwich.
Well,
I disagree.
happy National Hot Dog Day.
Yeah.
Whether you
Enjoy
consider it a
it
sandwich
however
or
you
not.
please. Post about it on social
love to
media
know.
if you want. Let us know. All right. Besides that, Hot Mic today with Tom Izzo. You can watch it from 9 to 11 this morning on WDAY Extra at Inform.com. NDSU wide receiver Braylon Henderson stops by in studio to preview the new Bison season and describe how his off-the-field work has landed him a nomination for a top award.
And Hot Mic, of course, on 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra, Inform.com, and Inform.com right now. Best time to get your subscription. 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. What a great deal. Just go to Inform.com/subscribe to check it out.
Yeah, and then join us the rest of the day for our newscasts. Next one's at 11 o'clock, and then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 as well. Join us again tomorrow morning on First News from 5 to 7.
Have a great day, everyone.